From 1973 to 1985, that man was my first guest. He's the longest-serving Bond yet. Welcome, please, Roger Moore. Looking good still, eh?
Thank you. That's very... I usually have a double go downstairs for me.
Well, that's a fact. I mean, you don't like explosions, you don't like heights. I mean, you were a fair pick for a James Bond, weren't you?
I didn't even like the love scenes.
You didn't? Roger, is that the first lie you've told tonight?
Every time I open my mouth, I'm lying.
What was it like following Sean? I cast a long shadow, Sean, didn't he, on the Bond character?
Yeah, but you know, 400 actors play Hamlet, so, you know, all I was doing was going to be myself.
And did you enjoy it from that point on?
Yeah, I loved it.
Was it the sort of happiest working time of your life, do you think?
Well, I had a wonderful time because Cubby and Harry were friends. We used to gamble together. And I think this was their way of getting their money back.
Did they go along with your style, that lovely lights, comedic style?
I think the whole thing, you know, that I always played heroes because I'm 6'1½", and my nose is straight, and so I always got cast in these things, and I never really believed that I was a hero.
Yes.
And so I played everything tongue-in-cheek.
Yes.
And when I finally got Bond, then my tongue got a little bigger.
And 7 Bonds later, then you finished. Did the old bones start to pack up?
About 3 in, the bones had already packed up. No, they ran out of villains that looked old enough to be knocked down by me.
The girls?
Yes.
I mean, it must have been wonderful. I mean, every man's fantasy to be surrounded by those wonderful leading ladies that you had. And they were just the leading ladies. What about the rest? And
the men as well. No, I'm not. I swear to God I am. No, it was wonderful. I mean, they're all absolutely beautiful. And it was difficult for them. They weren't quite as pretty as me, but... You know.
All right, let's meet two of the girls you worked with, Octopussy and Holly Goodhead, better known, and perhaps fortunately, as Maud Adams and Lois Childs. So,
I've been to bed with both of them.
Have you?
More often with me.
I daren't ask you the obvious question, which was the best. I mean, that'd be too ungentlemanly. But what about the sexual chemistry?
Who could resist such a charming, very funny man?
Well, if the truth shall be known,
yes.
It was very dangerous.
Why?
Because he kept me laughing all the time. I kept rolling out of bed.
Louise, you did a scene with Roger. We mentioned that he wasn't keen on heights. You did a scene with him on a wire in Moonraker, didn't you? What memories do you have of that?
I didn't know he was afraid of heights, actually. That's news to
and
me.
Explosions,
he put on a good...
He's a wimp, really.
No.
I look brave. I'm a good actor.
Was it fun doing them? I mean, what's your lasting memories of them?
The love scenes.
Just saying that.
Of course.
No, well, Maud came back twice. Maud was Angie
Yes, she actually
with Christopher
seduced
Lee.
me twice.
So, Lois, then, I mean, good memories.
Also the love scene.
Also.
Because ours was it was in space, and we were on wires, and it was hysterical. It was really funny, no?
Yeah, it was agony for me because you were on your back. I was on top, which is normal. But the blood rushes to your head after you've been up there for a very long time, and you had this sort of thing pressing into your chest, which is... That, actually, we couldn't do anything because we were separated by those things.
By a harness. And they had to try to get us together manually.
Which takes the... I wish I'd not had this conversation. It takes the edge off all of it now. I can just never believe another Bond love scene ever. But thank you to all for talking to us, to Roger Deleuze and Maud. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Thank you.